Hillary Clinton's fictitious black voter firewall. Charles Blow's column. Hillary Clinton's fictitious black voter firewall. Charles Blow's column. Thank you for tuning in to the Black Political Buzz Network, and my name is Laurel. On this vlog, I would like to discuss a recent article or recent column that was written by New York Times columnist Charles Blow. Charles Blow is a black man. He is a very gifted writer and author. He is a columnist and a contributor to the New York Times, along with many other credited publications and newspapers. He's appeared on CNN, the CNN network. He's appeared on MSNBC. He's very well known within the journalism circles. So he's a very well-respected black male journalist. And Mr. Blow recently authored an article about Hillary Clinton's black voter firewall. And the RNC picked up on the article, and I read it. And I understand Mr. Blow's concept in the article. I understand Charles Blow's concept in the article, and thinking that Hillary Clinton has the same black voter enthusiasm behind her that Barack Obama and Bill Clinton had behind them, but that's false. Now, back then, when Bill Clinton was campaigning for president and was elected and then was campaigning for re-election, Bill Clinton had the black voter enthusiasm at his back. When Barack Obama was campaigning for president and also campaigning for his re-election, Barack Obama had the black voter firewall. But Hillary Clinton does not have that level of black voter security at her back. So the concept in which Mr. Charles Blow authored this recent column about Hillary Clinton's campaign and the black voter and black voters in America, it's really a false concept, political concept. You see, when Hillary Clinton first announced her candidacy, let's even go back to 2008. Let's go back in time 8 years ago, 2008. When Hillary Clinton was campaigning for president and she was campaigning against Barack Obama. Hillary Clinton lost a lot of black voter support then in 2008 due to what was perceived to be a lot of racist tactics. Now many people until that time would never, until Hillary Clinton's bid for president in 2008, most black voters in America would never have perceived that Hillary Clinton would play the race card against black voters or against a black male candidate like Barack Obama. But it was perceived in 2008 that that's what she did, especially in South Carolina, especially in the state of South Carolina. It was perceived that Hillary Clinton pulled the race card in order to, in order to sully or make Barack Obama appear to be a less favorable candidate. Of course, that ploy did not work. I repeat, of course, that ploy that she pulled or was alleged of pulling against Barack Obama, that ploy backfired on Hillary Clinton, and Barack Obama won South Carolina in the primary. Well, now she's campaigning for president again in 2016. She launched her campaign in 2015, and the election will take place this year in 2016. So now many people are trying to say that, you know what, Hillary's she's going to be the heir apparent for the Democrat Party. She's campaigning against Bernie Sanders, who I personally believe Bernie Sanders is helping Hillary Clinton behind the scenes. Now, I know many of you all don't believe that, but that's what I believe. And she's also campaigning against Martin O'Malley. Martin O'Malley would have been a great candidate, but for his police brutality record against black people in Baltimore. I repeat, Martin O'Malley would have been a formidable candidate to run against Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election, but for his police brutality record against Baltimore's black citizens when Martin O'Malley was the mayor of Baltimore before he became governor of the state of Maryland. So because of Martin O'Malley's poor police brutality record against black people, in which he ordered the police to take out and lock up many thousands of black people on his quote-unquote war on drugs campaign while he was mayor of Baltimore, many black voters can't get past that. So Martin O'Malley is not going to be, he's not a formidable candidate against Hillary Clinton in the Democrat primary. But Bernie Sanders is. Bernie Sanders is. But many people are still saying that Hillary Clinton is going to win because she's the heir apparent and she's on board, on track to be, the first female president of our nation. Now, I personally didn't believe that. I didn't want to believe that until I started seeing the GOP establishment leaders joining in with Hillary Clinton, to help her out to win. And that's discussed on another video. But yes, the GOP establishment leaders are helping Hillary Clinton behind the scenes become the first elected female president of this nation. The GOP establishment leaders. That's correct. But anyway, there is no black voter firewall for Hillary Clinton in this election in 2016. The majority of black voters don't want Hillary Clinton in the White House. They don't trust her. They don't want her. Because even though Bill Clinton, in my opinion, I like Bill Clinton, and I think he was a very, very good president. However, Bill Clinton did sign into law that bill or that legislation or, 3 strikes and you're out law when which locked up millions of black men, took millions of black men out of their homes and out of the black communities and imprisoned them for nothing, for drug crimes like a joint. These were and in many cases, many black people were locked up for no drugs. There was no evidence of drugs. They were just locked up. Like Sharona Jones, who was recently, like the woman, Sharona Jones, who was locked up for 16 years. She was recently pardoned by Barack Obama after being locked up for 16 years under Bill Clinton's, 3 strikes and you're out, war on drugs legislation that he signed into law. This woman, there was no evidence of her selling drugs, but she served 16 years in prison away from her daughter, away from her family. She had no prior police record, no prior criminal record. So many black voters cannot get past Bill Clinton doing that to the black community. Even after many black voters supported him, Bill Clinton got 77% of the black vote when he was elected president and reelected. I repeat, William Bill Clinton received 77% of the black vote, but he still signed into law or legislation, a law which locked up millions of black men for nothing. So because of that, many black voters, they don't trust Bill Clinton. They don't trust Hillary Clinton because if Hillary Clinton becomes the president, Bill Clinton returns to the White House. They're married, so where else is he going to go? Bill Clinton will return to the White House if Hillary Clinton is elected president. So many black voters do not trust Hillary Clinton. So Charles Blow's article about the black voter firewall that's insulating Hillary Clinton's campaign for 2016, that's a lie. That's a media lie. And see, the mainstream media, we know that it's controlled by the Obama administration and by key Democrat leaders and by the GOP establishment. I repeat, we all know by now we all know, American voters like myself, we're hip, we're well versed, we're knowledgeable of the fact that the mainstream media, including Fox News, is controlled by the Obama administration, by key Democrat leaders, and by the GOP establishment. And by the GOP establishment, which means they put out anything or any kind of propaganda out in the media that they want people like myself, regular voters like myself, to believe. There is no black voter firewall insulating Hillary Clinton. She's up for grabs. Hillary Clinton's campaign, her candidacy for president in 2016, is up for grabs. She's not safe. Donald Trump is whooping her tail in the polls. The voter enthusiasm in the black community is for Donald Trump and the GOP. It is. It's not for the Democrats anymore. So columnists or writers or journalists like Charles Blow, who continue to publish these kind of articles, it's not true. These kind of articles written by journalists like Charles Blow, especially black journalists like Charles Blow, it's just to help Hillary Clinton along because they know that her campaign is a sinking ship. When she first launched her campaign in 2015, I was on board with Hillary Clinton. I was enthusiastic. I was one of those black voters who was enthusiastic about her becoming the first woman president of our nation. But guess what? I'm not that enthusiastic about her campaign anymore. I'm not. I still like her I still like Hillary as a person and as a woman, but I'm not enthusiastic anymore about her candidacy or her bid for president of our nation. I don't care about the gender thing. I don't really care about the gender thing. I don't care about this, war on women, whatever. I don't care about that. I care about the best candidate for the job. And I don't know if Hillary Clinton is any longer the best candidate for president in 2016. I don't know if she is anymore. At one time, I believe she was. Now, I'm not so sure. And many other black voters feel the same way that I feel. And maybe that's why my little network, Black Political Buzz, maybe that's why I'm being targeted. I'm being watched, which I don't really care, because guess what? The only difference between Laurel and Black Political Buzz, the only difference between my life and the life of people like Hillary Clinton is that they have the money to hide their dirt, and I don't. I repeat, the only difference, so people who are watching me, the only difference between people like myself, regular people like myself, in my life and what goes on in my daily life versus people like Hillary Clinton and many other celebrities is that they have the money and the influence to hide their dirt. I don't have the money to hide my dirt. I'm not going to go in a corner and hide. This is America. Democracy. We have democracy here. We can choose to vote for whomever we want to vote for. I still like Hillary as a person. I still like Bill. But I don't know if Hillary is any longer, in my opinion, the best candidate for the job of president of our nation. There is no black voter firewall insulating Hillary Clinton because Barack Obama did a poor job at giving back to the black community. And I don't mean food stamps and welfare checks. I repeat, Barack Obama, as the first black male president who captured 97% of the black vote, he did a poor job of giving back to the black community and reinvesting in the black American community. And I'm not referring to food stamps, welfare checks, or stuff like that. I'm referring to employment, black-owned small businesses, employment, because if you're a business owner, you're a job creator. So I'm referring to education in the black community, black-owned small businesses, jobs, healthcare. Obamacare didn't help black people. You still have black people out here with no health insurance, and Medicaid is not a good option because Medicaid is killing black people. The VA system is still screwed up. Many of our black vets are not getting proper care, including many black vets that are not being screened for mental health issues. I repeat, there are many black vets who are not being screened for mental health issues. So Barack Obama did a poor job at reinvesting in the black community, and that has also contributed to Hillary Clinton's poor black voter enthusiasm for 2016. So Charles Blow's article about Hillary Clinton's black voter firewall is false, it's fictitious, don't believe it. Now I'm going to hit on this later. I'm going to revisit this topic later. But once again, Hillary Clinton's black voter firewall is fictitious. Thank you for tuning in to Black Political Buzz Network. My name is Laurel, and goodbye.